Alrighty, everybody. So today we're going to talk about cheating.
It's a late night shift.
It's going to be a late night shift, and it is because we have a lot of cheating stuff to talk about. So my name is Charles,
And I'm Steve.
and
We're going to be talking about cheating on
cheating
college
on
courses.
college courses. So what they have, Steven, is they have this website called cheathouse.com, and there's another one called Rightwork. www.rightwork.com, and what it is they provide students with essays that they can put into their teacher and get graded on.
Yeah.
And they don't do a drop of work. And so, like, I just did this here. I just typed in Karen Horney, the psychology sensation, and I got all kinds of things. So let's see, Karen Horney.
Now, how much does it cost?
And there it
Is
is.
it free?
All these essays that were done based on Karen Horney,
Yeah, but can't they look it up and
just write it themselves, yeah.
well, I'm saying, can't the teacher look at this website?
No, because it's not available. You have to pay money in order to have access to it.
But wouldn't it
It's
work
about-
with teachers to pay access to it? Or?
So let's see. What we got here would cost about $14 a month. So $15 a month maybe. Let's see. I'm gonna just check it out. So right here's this. There's one on the biography of Sylvia Plath. Okay, and then there's a whole semester you can do for $60. Right. So that's that. And students have been cheating in other ways. Would you like to talk about this one?
I'll talk about some of the most common ones. They put notes up inside the brim of their baseball caps, and that's a pretty popular one because you could just look up like that, and they'll be like, okay. Putting it inside the pen, rolling your notes inside the pen and looking at it that way. Some people will write their notes on the legs right here and pull the shorts down like that. And you look at it, okay. Some people, they'll take a fake Coke bottle into class with the printed answers as the ingredients, having another student take the exam for them. And nowadays with technology, it's really easy because you could just text someone a question like, Charlie, what's the answer to this? And so you could be sitting in the library and just receiving these little texts. I don't know how long an exam usually takes, but if you're quick texters, it shouldn't really be that long to get an answer. And there's some things you're going to just know off the exam. But with the technology nowadays where you're able to go on Google on your phone and look up an answer, if you're sly enough with it, or just take a photo of the exam, and then have your friend at the library, text you back, he's just going to go A, B, C, D, and you just have her right there. I'm just writing a text message. What's the teacher really going to say? Charlie really gets into these cheating methods and these what are the methods?
All these cheating techniques.
Yeah, all these cheating techniques in his books of how to get the grade without doing it, doing the work. You're able to purchase his book off of Charles if you hit him up on his Twitter or Facebook account.
Just Google how to get the grade without doing the work. Charles Lanham.
He'll sell you the book at half price for $12.
No, I think it's more like $2. I think it's more like $2.
Well, it says right in the back of the book.
Well, that's what it was originally, but now it's not like that at all.
Okay. Now, Charlie, what are teachers doing to crack down on that?
Oh, they're bad. They won't let the two students wear hats in the classroom. They're not allowed to bring in water bottles because the water bottle label and take a drink and there's their answers.
Yeah.
So then there's also major penalties. You could end up being dropped out of the class.
You could get kicked out of school if they find out that you plagiarized.
Did they mention that in this website?
On plagiarizing?
Or what happens to the students?
No,
automatic F on the test if you get caught plagiarizing,
Yeah.
and they act like they're so gonna catch you. They don't. Because I've plagiarized millions of times.
I mean, I think the time they really catch you plagiarizing is when you get to the bigger courses where there's less people taking the classes. You know, the PhD courses and whatnot, is when they start really harping down on that.
I bet that's pretty bad though. If you're a PhD and you're cheating,
Yeah, you got some problems. You shouldn't be in that course.
like, I mean, just do the freaking work, because
Yeah.
at that point it's like you're gonna be needed in society.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's one thing. They were making an interesting point on the website that, you know, if you're gonna put all this effort into cheating, why not just do the work and get the real grade? You know?
Yeah, you know, and then, because it's like, it's so much work to cheat. They
Yeah.
put so much work into it. I mean, they spend hours planning and doing this. Some students will break into the teachers' computers,
Mhm.
alter the grades, hack into the computer, will alter the grades, and then get out.
Mhm.
Some students will just sit there and will just harass the teacher and be a pain in the ass until the teacher just gives in to them just to get them away.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how they get their grades,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And it's just so much work. Why don't you just sit there and read the book?
Now, have you ever
Before
met someone who slept with the professor? to
Yes,
get a
that
good
happens
grade?
too. Yeah,
Did you meet anybody?
No, I have.
Oh,
I have. They do that.
what happened?
Because they're so desperate at a certain point. A lot of the times they have, their parents are dependent on them and depending on them to succeed and
Mhm.
things like this, and their parents are paying all kinds of money, and so it's
Mhm.
like, you know, they'll go out and, you know, they'll go crazy,
Yeah.
and they think they can just get the
Then you
teachers.
find a way to get the good grades so their parents don't kill them. Right. Now, Charlie, you go to college. I
Yes.
personally don't go to college. But
So
is it easier
It
to?
is 12:48, by the way.
Is it easier to buy this book and cheat and get the grades, or is it easier and better just to do the schoolwork? Your personal opinion.
I don't know. They're both equally easy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's easier to just do the schoolwork
Mm-hmm.
because when as time goes by, the work gets harder,
Yeah.
and it also gets harder to cheat on harder material.
Mm-hmm.
Some material is hard to cheat on. Some material is real easy to cheat on. You can just get an essay, plagiarize it, bam, you're done.
Mhm.
Some material is not so easy to do that with.
Yeah.
So as you go through school, you're gonna need to build up a little bit of knowledge
Mm-hmm.
to be able to keep up with how much it increases in intensity.
But what about your basic general courses? Are those recommended for cheating? Because they're not courses you're going to actually need later on in whatever you decide to get a profession in.
What courses I recommend?
No, I'm saying like your general studies courses. I'm thinking it's better to cheat in those classes
probably.
because, I mean,
You don't really use it.
you know, it's something you're never ever going to use.
Yeah, you don't need it.
If you're getting an English degree or a psychiatry degree, why do you really care what,
cheat on those.
you know, why do you really care what the
And then
math
like
courses
all
are?
the regular courses, you can just keep those because you need those. Yeah, that
Yes.
makes sense. Mm-hmm. Feel.
I think that's what we recommend, or what what we would recommend. Anything else on
So I think that's pretty much it. I think we wrapped it up.
I'm Steve,
And I'm Charles.
signing out for the night.
Have a good one. Bye bye.